everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. Today is Sunday, the 23rd of January, and I think this will be Charm Chatter 273, maybe? I know it's been a minute since I've been on. I've been busy, but I'm not completing anything. Well, not anything that I can show you yet. I did do a test pattern for a friend of mine, and it's not out yet. It hasn't been released yet, so I can't show you what I did or talk about it. But I spent the majority of my week, my crochet time, working on that during the week. And then this weekend, I've spent time rearranging the yarn room downstairs, so I know what I can put up here. And I really want to keep my yarn downstairs because honestly, coming up 3 flights for a skein of yarn is a pain in my knees. My knees just don't like that. So I love the space up here. It's open, it's airy, it's large, but it doesn't fit well because of it's the attic, and half of the room has a wall that does this. You can't, or I guess this, you can't put yarn on a wall that does this. So I really want to get most of my yarn back in the yarn room downstairs. So I've done some rearranging to make the room more spacious, but in that I did take some yarn storage out, which doesn't help me to keep yarn in there. That was kind of defeating my purpose, but the space feels bigger, and I will eventually show it to you. I did take video not before I started ripping things apart, but I did take video with after some of the deconstruction, and then today was doing some reconstruction. I did that for several hours today. My back is killing me. So I'm really anxious to go sit down on my couch, my comfy couch, and crochet. But it was fun playing in my yarn room, and my friend Trisha, Mama Swift, if you don't know her, please go visit. She hasn't done any videos in a while, but she's got some good ones from the past, so check those out. It was her granddaughter's birthday, Zoom birthday, so we did a birthday party, and the baby was opening her first year birthday presents while I was rearranging in the yarn room, so I had company. It was awesome to enjoy a first birthday party. Even if it was through Zoom, it was still fun. Babies are so fun. So thank you all for joining me. I've rambled on about nothing for 3 minutes, so I do have yarn stuff. It's not going to be a long video because, like I said, the project that I worked the most on, I can't show you. And the yarn room project isn't done, but I do have this. I have been working on my Tunisian, and the hook isn't in it right now. So I am doing the Jada InStitches Tunisian crochet, but I'm not going to do a sampler blanket because I think I've mentioned before, I have a hard time with that. I don't always, my gauge is never the same. If I'm more tired, if I'm less tired, my gauge will be looser or tighter. I don't know if it's just that I'm not, but I'm finding it's getting better. But this is a new stitch every month, and so sometimes I have trouble with that too. So anyway, my plan was to do some length scarf or cowl, or after I started this one, someone said do a washcloth every month. I'm like, that's a great idea. And then someone else, Laura from Mammy's Crochet and Farming, I think it was Elaine Brown, that told me to do a washcloth every month. I'm like, great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Not smart enough for that. And then Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet said, if you want to do a scarf, just add the next stitch to the scarf next month. I'm like, that's a great idea. So I might be done with this until next month. I haven't decided. I'm going, right now it's my go to work project. And we were traveling in the car over the weekend, not going anywhere far, just it wasn't too, we went to a meat market, fresh, um, they grow their own cows. You can meet them if you want. I don't want to meet my cow and then eat it. I don't want to meet it and eat it. And it was not good weather, so the cows were not out. Um, I'm a city girl. I don't meet and eat my food. I don't know how farmers can do that, but I'm glad that they can because we need farmers. So anyway, enough of that rattling on for nothing, rambling. This is the stitch for this month, and it's this long. I didn't really count the rows that I have. Probably it's big enough for the sampler blanket. I think she said do 32 rows or something. And I haven't counted them at all. But I was just going to continue on and make it a cowl because I really love the stitch this way and this way. And don't mind, I did have a hole and I'm not ripping it out. I found one hole, or maybe it's not a hole. Maybe it's just not good there. Okay, but anyway. Anyway, I like the stitch this way as well. I think Laura said this is the purl stitch on this side. And then this is the simple Tunisian on this side. Anyway, I was thinking, you know, maybe it's too big for a cowl. But if it's loose, you know, and then you bunch them up, right? Or fold it over or whatever. Anyway, I did crochet a lot on it. Probably doubled it in size in the car that day when I could just sit. You know, we drove for probably an hour and a half round trip. And I got a lot done because I've gotten faster at the stitch, more comfortable with the Tunisian hook. And I just think it's simply adorable. So now I'm at a crossroads. This is probably big enough if I wanted to add another couple of stitches to make it like a scarf with a sampler scarf. I haven't decided. But that's where I'm at now. And it's supposed to get a border, which I haven't even watched that part of the tutorial because I'm not going to border it if I'm going to add to it, I don't think. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know what she's doing. And I'm using Sweet Divinity yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the color is Blush. So that's this, and I think I probably will continue to make it into a cowl. My daughter really likes the look of it, and she wears cowls all the time. So that's the one thing I've been working on, and then the other is the calming blanket, which I kind of, you know, put off on the side. Wow, calming crochet Afghan, I think, from Mikey, Yarn Inspirations, the Crochet Crowd, all of those things. I am using the mandala cake. I am now through to the green. So I've had, I know I did a lot of purple, but I think there was a pink in the middle of the big cake. So this is, I'm working on the big cake. There were 2 small cakes in here, regular size mandalas, and I don't know where they ended at. And then I went to the big cake, and I think the big cake had a little bit of pink in it. I think it started at the pink, but like it worked out well. I think the other cake ended at the pink, and then this one started in the pink, and then I got purple and gray, and now I'm into the green. So this is what my blanket is looking like right now. I don't know if you can see. I can't see what you can see, so I don't know how much you can see, but that's what it's looking like right now. And this is going to go, you know, making a baby blanket for my great niece that's not born yet, and this is going to go to her older sister, who is, I think she's 7, and I think she'll love this. And Amanda was like, well, if you don't give it to Braylee, I'm stealing it. I'm like, if I don't give it to Braylee, I'm keeping it because I love the colors. And I don't have any more of these, and I'm not allowed to buy anymore because in redoing my yarn room, I am bagging my yarn. I'm taking it and putting it in cellophane bags like when you buy ice yarn and it comes in those cellophane bags. Well, that's what I'm putting, but they're not cellophane. But you know what I'm talking about if you've ever purchased yarn from there. I'm looking to see if I have one up here. I don't. Anyway, 4 skeins of like big twist will fit in, I think 4. For sure 3, but I think I got 4 in there. Maybe, no, I think 3. 3 skeins of big twist will fit in one of these. I got the 12 by 15 bags, 200 of them for $18.90 from Amazon. And I bought 400 bags. I know. That's a lot, right? But some things only fit 2. You know, if you're going to put cake yarn in there, most of the cakes I can only fit 2. Like I can't figure out to fit 4. 4 won't fit side by side this way, so you got to put them on top of each other, and then I can only fit 2. I tried to get 4, but some of the smaller cakes I can fit 4. So anyway, I'm hoping when I look at Krista from the Secret Yarnery and I look at what's her name with the Precious Yarnery, and they have all their yarn in the bags, and it's all Glenda, Creative Grandma, all the yarn in the bags, and it looks so nice and neat and tidy, and you can tell what's there. Like, that's what I want with my yarn. I want to be able to see everything. And I have jammed so much yarn in each one of those 12 by 12 cubby holes. You guys, you wouldn't even know. I took apart a 4 by 4 cubby hole and got, you ever buy those bags from those vacuum seal bags from Dollar Tree? The large ones? They hold a lot of yarn. I got like 7 bags of yarn out of 3 cubby holes. No, I take that back. Because I took yarn out of that other thing too. I think I took 4 of those large vacuum seal bags out of 3 cubby holes. Because I had that yarn shoved in there. So you don't know what's in there because, like, I tried to arrange it that way. So anyway, I've been putting yarn in bags and putting it back, you know, but I think I want to get all the 4 weight yarn in the yarn room downstairs, and then the overflow will come up here. That's my hope. Right now I did make one whole bookcase that's 5 and 6 weight yarn, but that's bigger, you know, bigger, bulkier yarn. And I have one bookcase full of that. I was just bagging it because I thought, well, I'm going to bag it up to move it out. And I just started sticking it on a shelf. And that whole shelf is full. That being said, I have a lot of 4 weight yarn up here that needs to go downstairs if I'm going to fulfill that task. But I have a bookcase that I took, a 2-shelf bookcase that I took out of that room, took the yarn off of it, took it out of that room, and I want to put it back in that room where I have a vanity that I was thinking would be a desk, but it just clutters. I mean, it's just got stuff all over it. And stuff shoved underneath it that's not yarn. My looms, project bags, you know, things like that. So I'm going to bring the vanity up here to sit in front of me as a desk. So when I want to show you something, I'm not having to bend over. It'll be right on the desk top area. And then I can put that bookcase back in under the window because it will fit under the window where the vanity is now. And then I can put more yarn in there. So that's the plan. As far as projects go, on my book, I have completed, I think, 4 now with the test project. And you guys, I forgot to write the hat I made in there. But I put it in now. And I have had it pattern tested. I had Segal, my good friend from Israel. She was kind enough to translate my pattern. I wrote what I did in a language that I understood. And Billy the Crafty Floridian said, "What the heck is this?" I'm like, "You can't understand that?" She's like, "No." I'm like, oh. So Segal, is the sweetheart that she is, wrote it out in a pattern kind of way. And um, Anita has tested it for me. And Segal also made one. And I think I sent the pattern back to um, back to Billy, and I don't know if she started working on it or not yet, but I think it's pretty good to go now. So I'm going to do a tutorial for it, and we're calling it the birthday cake hat because I made it in the month of my birthday, and it looks like a cake. I didn't bring it up here. um, but I will link the video where I show it. I will link that here in the description box below. So that's an upcoming video, so that's another upcoming project because I'll make another one. I don't think it really takes that long to make one. Um, I think it'll be a relatively quick project to make. I don't know how long the video will be because and I know it won't be the greatest tutorial ever, but I'm not very experienced with those. But I will put it out there for you because I think even if you're a really good pattern reader, you're probably going to need to understand. You're going to need the video, maybe not to teach you how to do the stitches, but to understand my brain. uh, because it's not hard. Don't get me wrong, it's not a hard pattern at all. Um, what Segal wrote, I know is spot on perfect. I'm not a good enough pattern reader to know to, to to read that back. I need my own notes. So anyway, that's an upcoming video. And I think that's all I have for you today. Can't wait to show you the new test pattern that I did. Oh, I did want to talk to you. I don't want to forget. The mosaic. This is the calendar. CGC, Charm Grammy Crochet, Crochet Cal 2022. Cal short for Crochet-along and calendar. I know you're getting, there you go. This month is a mosaic trivet in the calendar. If you don't have the calendar, you can't get the calendar. Don't want to buy the calendar. I totally understand that. You don't have to do this mosaic. You can send me anything that you made mosaic this month. And you still have a week. So you could do a washcloth in a week. Has to be, I need a picture to my Facebook group, which is also linked below. Picture there or email to me. And at the end of the month, you will win a prize. I'm drawing on the 1st of February, so all the pictures have to be to me by January 31st. Facebook group, and right now I have about a dozen entries. So there's there's still a week to do one, like, a trivet, a washcloth, a pot holder. The yarn, oh, did I take it downstairs? Let's see. I might have. Yeah, I think I took the, there's a yarn, hand-dyed cotton yarn, a skein of that I got from Harps and Thistles when I was there with Rosalie from Yarn It Out and Jen Reams. And a crochet hook, 3.75 boy with a cushy handle that I had never seen before. I really don't look for crochet hooks though because I have my clovers and that's what I use all the time. And then I will throw in a couple of skeins also of just kitchen cotton, which I should have done that because I bagged up all my kitchen cotton today. I should have got those out, but I didn't think about it. I wasn't thinking at the time. Surprise, surprise. So that's, let's see. I'm trying to think. I think that's everything that I needed to tell you. Look, I thought it was going to be a 5-minute video. I'm 20. Sorry about that. Not much to say, but still ramble on. So don't forget to enter. You still have a week. Get me a picture. It's a nice prize. I think it's a nice prize. I know I sent the calendar to Dina because she sent me the calendar last year. So I sent a calendar to Dina from Dina's Homespun Fun. I don't know that she's done anything this month. I mean, she's probably not going to do every month, and I don't blame her. And I know Pamela from Pamela's Adoring Crochet also got the calendar. I've had many subscribers say that they have the calendar. So if you have the calendar and you've made project number one, don't forget to post it, and put the hashtag so that I can search it and get you entered in the drawing. I will just put names in a hat and that's it. And I did want to give a shout out also to Doris from Rose Cottage Studio. She's been a super duper subscriber to so many of us for so long. I'm sure you all know Doris from comments in your lives and in your videos. If you don't have channel content and you just watch YouTube videos, I'm sure you've met or heard of Doris as well. She started doing videos. She's showing her craft room. She's showing her quilting and some crochet, and she did a craft room tour. I'm trying to keep up. She has a lot of videos she's put out in a very short period of time, and they're not really long, but they're great. And so I would love for you to go check out Doris at Rose Cottage Studio if you haven't. Subscribe, watch her videos. I'm sure you'll love the content if you like crafting at all. She has, she's just showing some of the beautiful things that she's made, and it's just amazes me. If you are a sewer, you definitely want to see, because she's shown a lot of that. Just as a crafter in general, you want to watch that. She has done some crochet video. She's got stained glass you see in the background, which I'm really looking for some stained glass videos, because I do believe Doris was a stained glass artist as a profession before she retired. And I have a small passion for that. I mean, I love stained glass. I have a great passion for it. I have a small ability to do it. And what I've seen of hers in her videos, I'm like drooling. So check her out. She's really a sweet lady. We all knew that before she started doing videos. So show her some love, show her some support, and check out Doris. Her name is Doris, but her channel is Rose Cottage Studio. So check out Doris, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.